with my man Erik Coleman, the co-host of the Betting Exchange. LA Rams last night, Super Bowl Sunday took place yesterday. They were 4.5 favorites. What was your line looking like after the Super Bowl?
Well, I was nervous of the 4.5 points because I knew that the Cincinnati Bengals have been playing good ball.
Yeah.
So I just went with the money line on that game because I wanted to stay away from the spread. The one thing that I did bet was the over.
Okay.
It was 48.5 points. I was disappointed in that one, but the Rams did come through for me.
Nice. Now, we had a great weekend this weekend. You did the bet cast together. We did a couple games.
Fun.
It was very, very fun. But back to last night, there was a lot of calls that were a little bit questionable that definitely changed a lot of betting props last night. Talk to me about that, especially that T. Higgins touchdown.
Yeah, the T. Higgins one was the major one that stood out. Jalen Ramsey, one of the best corners in the league.
Yeah.
You think typically he gets that respect, he'll get that call. He's defending them down the sideline.
A lot of mess.
Changes his whole trajectory, and it was in front of everyone, and they didn't call it. Ended up being a touchdown.
Yeah.
I think that changed the momentum a little bit, kept Cincinnati in the game, and then I feel like they kind of made up for it at the end.
Oh, yeah.
And one of the calls was a holding. The other one, I don't think it was a pass interference. So.
They're always good for one. Speaking of holding, somebody who couldn't be held last night was Aaron Donald. Double team, triple team. Coleman, you're a defensive player in the NFL. Aaron Donald, if this is it for him, he did hint at retirement last night. Where does he stand in the hall of NFL greats?
Man, he's got to be one of the greatest D tackles to ever play the game. I played with some good ones. I played with Ndamukong Suh, back in his prime. I played with some good D tackles, but I've never seen a defensive tackle dominate the game the way that he does. You see guys like, John Randall back in the day where they were great run stoppers. Aaron Donald, he's a great pass rusher from the middle of the defense where he's getting double teamed. He's getting 4 hands on him, sometimes 6 hands on him every play, and he still causes havoc and makes big plays when they need him. A phenomenal player, one of the best that we've ever been able to see.
If this is Pee Wee Herman, you said the magic word, big play, and when you think of big plays, you think of Cooper Kupp, not just this game, but this entire season. Did the Triple Crown in offensive yards, touchdowns, catches, Offensive Player of the Year, Super Bowl MVP. Talk about his season in the history of football.
I mean, just an amazing season. But this guy, he puts in the work. And you can see, from the way that he approaches the game, his route running, his physicality in the run game. He loves the game of football. And that starts to add up. It starts to pay off. And his rapport with Matthew Stafford was amazing this year. They got in the same accord. They spent a ton of time together, getting to understand the nuances of the routes. And you can tell Cooper really understands the game. He understands how defenses are approaching him, how to get open. And it was just great to see when the lights came on, when everybody was watching, he still showed up and showed out. It was nice to see.
That's right. My man Erik Coleman of the Betting Exchange. Loved having him here. Loved having him on Betcast this weekend. So I figured he'd stick around for the rest of the show. So we'll be right back with you. We was making bets on if I could hit this shot right now. So I'm going to see if I can.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Was that all backboard?
It was all. Listen, I was trying to go glass. I was trying to see if I could make it a little bit. The ball's still rolling here. So I'm gonna try one more time.
Your phone. Oh, my God.
I was
Lord.
almost there. Anyway.
You're out of range, bro.
Yes. Speaking of out of range, man, what a night in the Garden. Oof. Rough. But in good news, this fit. You killing this right here. You know what I mean?
I appreciate that because I was thoroughly prepared for you to call me Bubblegum Pink Panther, Pepto-Bismol, Malibu Barbie suited up.
The turtleneck brings it all together. You know what I'm saying? The fabrics, what's that, velvet?
A little satin, a little satin. Shout out to Cindy Page. Shout out to you, Sid.
Shine.
All right. I want to stay in the world of the Super Bowl just a little bit.
Yes, let's talk about it.
You and I were big Burrow folk.
Yes, we were.
And he was so close.
He's right there.
And there's a
he
joke.
Almost earned his new nickname.
There's a joke at the front of my mind that I'm going to leave off air.
One day we're just going to broadcast our group text with each other. It's going to be hilarious. But go ahead, my fault, Michelle.
I said the game was entertaining.
Yes.
Alan Hahn and them guys argued me down that it wasn't. It was actually boring, and there was a couple plays that made it interesting.
Right.
I guess I appreciated it being close, because we've had some years where the Super Bowl just wasn't even competitive.
Right. Same. I mean, I thought it was an entertaining game as well. I mean, there was a lot of big plays. I feel like, you saw the past 6 games in the postseason. It had a lot to live up to as far as
Absolutely.
excitement. But a guy like Joe Burrow, Hate to see him go out like that, getting 7 sacks. I mean, listen, anybody out there, if you're about 350 pounds and you can run a 4.5 40 or something, there's a lot of money for you down in Cincinnati, I guarantee you, because that dude was getting mauled, not just in this game, but all postseason long. Granted, they could have got Penny Sewell in the NFL draft.
But they wouldn't have.
They made the right choice in getting Jamar Chase. But man, you really got to protect that dude because he showed not just the Cincinnati Bengals, but the entire NFL how special he is, and it would be nice to keep him upright for the rest of the season.
All right, so the beautiful thing about the game in terms of our position, particularly because neither one of these teams were our team, you got great storylines on both sides.
Yes.
Matthew Stafford accomplished exactly what the trip to Cabo was designed to accomplish. Do you remember that story?
Yes, I remember the story.
They're all in Cabo.
Just happened to show up in the hotel.
It's a thing. And Stafford, while he still had some moments that was like, oh, take a man out of Detroit, can't take Detroit out the man. Ultimately, I mean, I think the refs helped out on that. Ultimately, that was the game-winning drive.
Just a smidge.
But he gets it done.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there was 2 moments that really stood out for me, right? Obviously, one is Eminem performing Lose Yourself. I feel like once Matt Stafford heard that record, he was like, all right, it's time to turn up. The Detroit came back at him for a little bit. And second of all, that incredible no-look quick slant to Cooper Kupp where he looks off Jefferson, looks off the defender, throws it that way. I mean, incredible moxie, incredible set on somebody to throw that type of ball with the Super Bowl on the line. But that's why you go and trade for Matthew Stafford, and that's why you go and get the type of players you got through this entire season. They put all the chips on the table, and they got what they wanted, which is the Vince.
What a year for you, Georgia Bulldogs. 2 times over.
There you go.
Your guy finally gets over the hump, not in a Georgia Bulldog uniform, but that's neither here nor there. You won the Natty.